Hey people, Rainollon here. Today's another build showcase and it's the Vulkar Wraith. So, let's immediately start. Let's start with the mods first. The mods I'm using on my Vulkar Wraith. I'm using Galvanized Scope for critical chance while aiming. It's also a sniper, so we're going to aim all the time, so this is quite good. Rim rounds, cold and stairs chance, thermite rounds, heat and stairs chance, heat and cold gives you blast. Critical delay for critical chance and also lowers your fire rate. The lowering your fire rate part, it's not that big of a deal. Vital Sense for critical damage, Galvanized Zap for stairs chance and direct damage per stairs on target, Hammer Shot for critical damage and stairs chance, and Primary Acuity for weak point damage and weak point critical chance. Multi-shot cannot be modified, so multi-shot is always locked at 1, so you can't increase it. And also, what is weak point? Enemies' heads. Majority of enemies, their weak point are their heads. There are some that have their weak point on shoulders or chest, but majority you're going to shoot them in the head and you will do more damage and you're going to see orange and red crits. So these are the mods. For the Axel's Weapon Adapter slot mods, personally speaking, I will not recommend anything. I think there is no purpose of using anything here. If you want to use something, you can utilize Vigilance Supplies to enhance your crits and also a little bit of ammo economy, but the ammo economy on this weapon is absolutely fine, and maybe the enhancing your crits part is going to like sometimes trigger, but yeah, I will not recommend anything. There is nothing here that has a purpose to be used. For the Arcane, Primary Deadhead is by far the best in slot. Easy access to 360 increased damage, headshot multiplier, weapon recoil. All these stats are really good for the sniper. For the stats here, fire rate is fine for this weapon type. Multi-shot is locked, magazine is 8, which is fine for a sniper. Maximum ammo and ammo from pickup is really good. Reload speed is horrible. Accuracy is really good. Trigger is semi. Punch through is 1, which is nice. Rivet Display is amazing. Critical chance, critical damage, multi-shot is by far the best in slot if you aren't using primary acuity. If you are, multi-shot is pointless, so critical chance, critical damage, and I will say increased damage for this setup is good, and you can like remove hammer shot for it. Critical chance is fine-ish, crit multi is fine, stairs chance is good, and total damage is fine. That's it. Those are the stats, the mods, the arcane, and I think it's time for me to show you this weapon in game. So I'm going to start with using no secondaries or melee or sentinels, just the weapon and ember. That's it. So let's start. Give me just a second. There we go. We are in. I'm up against the boys, the corrupted enemies at the void. The map is called Mod. Steel Path, of course, at the void. The void, the void, the void. So shooting enemies in the head. We have a 50% chance to proc blast. That blast will explode in a 5-meter radius, killing everything, which is going to help us with clear. You can see right there, 2 million damage, 2.7 million. And this is also without any buffs or armor strip, which is quite nice. It is a sniper, and snipers have a really horrible clear, but with primary acuity and a blast, we have a solid clear, but we are relying on a 50% chance. So there's a 50 chance for me to proc blast. And I need to kill a unit right there. There we go, one more, come on, one more. There we go, that's beautiful. That was beautiful. Maximus enemy, there we go. You can also zoom this weapon 3 times, which has the highest headshot damage. It's a 70%. You can see it under the zoom, 8x on the right. 70%, which is the highest zoom and also the highest damage increase of all snipers, which is quite good. But it isn't like strong as a Rubico and a Vectis, of course. You can utilize this build on Vectis as well. I think they are the only ones that this setup is good at because of their status chance. But like on Rubico, it just isn't good. Rubico has a much smaller and weaker status chance. It has a better critical chance and fire rate, but The status, not that great. It's satisfying, it's like a unique playstyle, it works, it one-taps, 5 million damage proc. Come on, there we go, 3 million damage. That Extremis unit died from the blast proc. It's good. I would not recommend to utilize a buffer Warframe in terms of elemental buffing, because you're going to reduce your chances of proccing blast procs, which is something I will not recommend at all. We are right now gambling Impact and Puncher and Blast still has like a 50% chance. If I were to use my first ability, like this, which gives me Heat, now I'm gambling Heat, Impact, Puncher and Blast, and the chances of me proccing that element is now much less. I think Heat now has the highest chance to proc. There it is, thank God. And Ember's first ability no longer combines with elements, so it's a separate elemental increase, which is really good, but for this setup it's not good. Maybe if you're dealing with a single target problem, you can then utilize your elemental buffs to kill the enemy real quick. Yeah, but I'm now constantly seeing heat procs, which is not good at all. It just isn't. War. Yeah, 2.4 million. Come on, my heat procs are gone. Not heat, blast procs are gone. There we go. I think my first ability ran out. Yes, it did. Oh, thank God. Next time I won't use it. Up. No buffs. Remember, no buffs. Let's see where the Acolyte is. Oh, hey, baby boy. Yeah, the damage I do against this guy is not a lot. Maybe if I can get a... There we go, Blast Proc. Blast Proc did a ton of damage to this guy. But you can see that I'm not doing a lot. I need a bunch of enemies to be nearby for me to strike a blast so I can kill this guy. Come on here. Oh, come on. There you go. Blast Proc killed War. Me shooting War directly didn't do much, but the Blast Proc did. It's a very unique playstyle. It doesn't work, especially against survival. But yeah. Sadly, no Acolyte. Oh, that was really good. That was satisfying. Come on, Heavy Gunner. Heavy Gunner died from the Blast Proc. Not my initial hit. Acolyte, no Acolyte. Doesn't matter. But that's it. That's the build. Time for me to extract. And I'll be right back. Vulkar Wraith is finished. That's the setup. It's usable-ish. Maybe you will enjoy it, but the clear is nothing mind-blowing and the single target doesn't really exist. I would highly recommend use a primer. I do have the Galen's app on Vulkar Wraith, so that's going to help it out. Or use a secondary or melee that does really solid single target DPS or Warframe ability. It's usable, that's it. I hope you enjoy the build. Yet again, thank you everybody for watching. Leave a like, sub, and see you all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.